Okay, so we're talking about building this asphalt plant, and it'd be asphalt and concrete plant over right on the banks of the Mohawk River, over there in the Wurz Avenue area. Samantha Colosimo Testa was at a press conference yesterday over at Aquavino, along with Fire Chief Russell Brooks and others that are against this thing going over there. It seems like there is a growing, at least the story in the OD leads you to believe there seems to be a growing group of people that say this should not enter the city of Utica, at the very least in that location. And Samantha is on the line right now. Good morning. There's a meeting tonight. It could happen tonight, right? A vote could come tonight?
Yes. Yeah, the sale of the property for 201 Leland Ave.
Do you think it will come tonight?
I mean, it should. It's been tabled for the past 2 months. It's been tabled for the zoning board the last 2 months. I mean, I don't know what would be necessary in order to not move forward, on voting on the sale of the property. It's on the agenda. We have a committee meeting tonight at 4:30. Rosselli will be there, and I'm pretty sure the fire marshal has to be there from the amount of residents and business owners that will be there as well tonight.
Well, I'd like to, we're going to talk to Chief Brooks coming up in a second. I really want his take from this is somebody that is well-versed on pollutants and well-versed on, you have to be if you're dealing in hazardous. Right. You got to be.
I mean, when he came, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. When he came, and he publicly came out against it, I think it was really a game changer, for the whole process, especially what I've been dealing with the past couple of weeks. I mean, from the amount of research I've done, like I said yesterday, I don't want to know any more about asphalt plants than I already do now.
Yeah.
But when you look at the overall picture, and at the end of the day, you have people that have invested in this area. You have the business owners along that North Genesee Street corridor and surrounding area that have invested. Some of them been there for 25 years, 30 years, okay? And then you have residents that live less than a half a mile away. You have playgrounds, schools. If anybody can guarantee 110% that no odor or nothing in the air that could become, some type of cancer-causing, and that's what the chief explains. Just because you can't smell it doesn't necessarily mean it's in the air. If anybody on the council can promise me that, that'll not happen, then vote for it. But if you can't guarantee 110% that that's not going to affect anybody, short term or long term, then don't vote for it. Why? I mean, why wouldn't you cite on the air of safety? Especially considering that you're spending millions of dollars on the harbor. Those business owners are spending millions of dollars. I mean, how much money has the state invested into trying to build up the canal and
Okay.
The Mohawk River? But
can I ask just some might suggest, well, it's that Leland Ave area. That's where the Solid Waste Authority is, so there's a lot of garbage and waste and maybe some odors over there as well. If not there, where's a better place for a plant like this?
And this is where you look at the entire city of Utica. The difference with this is that if they bought the sale of the property, look when we sold it to the Crash Brothers. There was no issue, number one, because it was light industrial. You didn't have to change the zoning to heavy industrial, and this is the biggest issue. We don't have any other area inside the city that's zoned heavy industrial besides the Matt Brewing Company.
Right.
Okay. We've never, in the history that I can remember, have ever added another heavy industrial area in the city because we learned from the mistakes. I mean, we spent millions of dollars with the state, with the state in cleaning up that site, for possible, future type of development. But when you're adding a heavy industrial area 20 feet away from the Mohawk River, I mean, I can't imagine that. Anybody would think that was right. So, I mean, anywhere inside the city, I don't know. I mean, that's up to administration to go with. They're the ones that, help them find that spot, help them find another spot, Well, you got to look at the economic development department or a private sale.
The area over by Broad Street and or the old mall over there.
It's right on the Frankfurt line, Charlestown.
Part of Charlestown. That's in Herkimer County too. I mean, and then you got the Masonic Home across the street.
Right.
I mean, everyone talks about the Scooby-Doo rendering factory or whatever. It's not even in Utica. That's in Oriskany. I mean, or Yorkville. So look at the people, in Yorkville don't realize, what they do to the people in West Utica. They have to smell that every day. So I mean, like I said, I'm down the road from Granny's Kitchen. You know how I could smell Granny's Kitchen all the way from over here.
Right.
So that's my point. Nobody can tell me that this asphalt plant's not going to smell. You know, and to that, I went on when they had applied for their application out in Seneca County. I pulled up the planning board minutes, and their facility out in Waterloo. If you look at the setup of it, it's got like one of the batch systems, one silo. They're looking at 200-ton silos here. And, almost double the production, double the drop of the asphalt. The part where they make the mixer they drop it into the back of the asphalt truck. They're looking at 2 of those. They only have 1 of those out in Waterloo.
Yeah.
Now, when I looked at the planning board minutes, they said that just in that facility alone, they were looking at 200 trucks per day. How are you going to double your production and only have less than 30 trucks a day? It is humanly impossible.
Right.
So either somebody's going to make up for the mistake they made by saying they've got 200 trucks on a facility that's half the size of the one they want to build here, or there's got to be some type of explanation for it.
So there's a committee meeting tonight at 4:30, this afternoon at 4:30, and then a pre-meeting caucus at 6:00 tonight, and then the Common Council meeting will be at 7.
At 7. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you are feeling there may very well be a vote tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
I would assume so.
Well, I think it was Jack Lemetico that was saying that he's actually supporting the project. How do you think the balance is right now? Is it in your favor?
I got to be honest with you. I mean, it's still up in the air. I mean, I haven't got talking to the people that I've talked to. I mean, everyone's kind of either on the fence or I had Councilwoman McNeil with me yesterday, standing there. I mean, her family's been in construction. She knows what it smells like. And.
Right.
I think that's the whole overall purpose of trying to get, the press conference yesterday. I mean, my phone hasn't stopped ringing in close to 2 weeks. I mean, when I tell you, I've had probably about 32 letters in opposition just sent to me for people that couldn't attend the meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, so I can't imagine that anyone can look at these people that live there in the face and tell them that they're not going to support the people that they represent. It's just almost humanly impossible.
Well, and I do feel bad for, I mean, there's all the businesses, but, you look at Aquavino right there with outdoor seating, which has been a great addition to the area. I mean, you kind of feel for them over there. And by the way, have you framed it yet?
What's that?
Your picture in the front page of the OD today. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good photo. Not everybody gets that.
I told them I hope they update it because I've been using the photo since I was 23 years old, and I've got that kind of short hair, big gigantic hair.
This is
they did an updated one.
This is I think this is an actual photo of you
at the press conference.
Yesterday.
Oh, nice.
You're wearing a blue V-neck tank top or something.
That Alex Stirl's a good kid.
Yeah, that's actually give credit to Tina Russell, the OD photographer.
Yes, that's Tina.
Right.
Yeah, all right, good stuff.
Well, guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Right.
And I just want to add, when I was on the phone listening to your conversation about, the Sarah Wood case, I did the Ride for Missing Children this year, and I don't know if you guys heard the story about Brittany Drexel.
No.
The girl that went missing in Myrtle Beach.
Back
in 2009.
Yeah.
Anyways, I met her grandfather, and, he gave me a band to wear for, his granddaughter, and obviously their effort's been 7 years of trying to find her. Well, they found out through a jailhouse confession that she was raped multiple times. Then she was almost they beat her, and then shot her twice in the head, and then set her body to alligators.
Wow.
I can't imagine that anybody has closure with that. So it's like,
no, I know. Yeah, it's just terrible.
Yeah,
I guess in a case like that, you kind of wonder, do you want to know that? Do you want
right. Yeah,
So.
it's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
All right. Yep. Okay, Samantha.
I thank you guys so much. Take care.
Okay. We'll talk to Chief Brooks on the asphalt issue coming up in a second. News is up in 1 minute. 1 minute away at WIBX.